Good morning and thanks for joining us on TVC Breakfast. I am Veronica Dan-Ikpoyi. I'm not here alone. I have Mike Okwoche. Mike, it's a good morning.
Well,
after all the tension leading up to the election and then the heat of the moment,
oh yes,
we're here now.
Well, here, of course. You know, before in the build up to the election will come, it will go, right? The only thing is, nobody knew how it was going to turn out.
Yeah.
But the point there is, it will come, it will go. And he came and he went. But here we are.
Here we are.
Although the period was, we all had to be awake for days to ensure that we keep Nigerians abreast with every development. You know.
Yes.
But it's okay. It's part of the work we do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it was good to see that a lot of Nigerians came out to cast their vote and to also ensure that their votes count. We saw also the matter of the hitch INEC had faced in the course of, delivering materials across the country. And Nigerians are now knocking INEC that with the budget that you had, about 305 billion, this is how far you could perform. Let's even begin from there.
Nigerians are quite disappointed with INEC's performance in the area of logistics. Right? Of course, we know that INEC has done well by trying to create a system where there's level of credibility, there's level of fairness, there's level of openness, and so on. But a situation where the budget of INEC was not debated, it was not scrutinized, it was just bring it, anything you put there, bring it. And when we sign it, and all the money is released, it is expected that they should be close to, of course, in human endeavor, there will always be, one thing or the other that is not perfect. But they expected some level of better perfection or seamlessness than what was seen, especially in the area of arrival of materials. We felt that every single year since 1999, there has always been, every single election cycle, there has always been the issue of delay in arrival of materials, and personnel. Even off-season elections, we often have issues of, okay, materials didn't arrive on time. And we felt that by now, INEC should have put that behind us, put that behind them. Let me put it that way, because it is their responsibility. Now, when we have that kind of situation still now, then it tells us that what was all the simulations? What did it amount to? All the mapping out, all the plan, the meetings they've been holding, all the training, what was it all about? So if Nigerians couldn't see that perfection of let materials even arrive on time first, because that is the first point, then to the issue of all the systems working, the beavers and so on and so forth.
Yes,
then
we also saw that
you can't blame Nigerians for asking questions,
because they had said that the Osun and Ekiti elections were good, how this works, and perhaps address any challenge they faced at the time.
Yeah.
So Nigerians saying, okay, all of the challenges they witnessed, some persons going back to check if the beavers could capture their data at the time, and then at the end of the day, they're not even capturing at all. It just made it seem like a lot of persons were also disenfranchised at the end of the day with regards to that. Then again, on the other side, it seems Nigerians had high expectations of INEC, maybe because INEC has said, just rest assured, we're here to give you the needful and do the needful and ensure a seamless process, which is also necessary to hear that coming from the body, because confidence was necessary for Nigerians that their votes will count leading up to the election. Another aspect of the election was perhaps security. We saw relative peace, despite the tension that built up leading up to the election. We saw the peace. Yes, there were skirmishes here and there, but there was relative peace.
When it comes to security, I think we'll give it to the security agents and also the president. He created a template where we saw the military here and there, but I think instead of creating intimidation, it was more of creating confidence in Nigerians, from my perspective. Right. I recall going to monitor elections in some of the places that I went, and we had these soldiers, blocking the way, just monitoring, keeping an eye on everything. They stopped you, and then can you identify yourself? If you don't have the tag, the election tag, identify yourself, your ID card. They check your boots, check your car, and you move. And the disposition was a friendly, I hope you voted, I hope you're going to vote, whatever the thing is. So it created an atmosphere where those who wanted to foment trouble knew that if they did, they were going to meet the resistance from the security agents. So it went a long way. And of course, that is not to say there were no issues here and there. But on the whole, I think this election was generally peaceful and a great improvement in the area of security from the previous election. And it's a good one.
And then we had the disruption from the initial 2 major parties. Now we have 3. And a lot of persons have said this is a new dimension in our democracy.
I recall former Governor Fayose was here, and he said, see, the Nigerian political landscape has changed, which is a good thing. The point there is, you saw how a party like NMPP, for instance, admitted its dominance in Kano. Nobody would have thought that NMPP would have ruled Kano the way that he did, which is a good thing. So it was the issue of APC on one hand, PDP on the other hand, Labour Party on the other hand, which is good for democracy. It's beautiful, it's a good thing. However, the point there is, as we all come from these various perspectives and areas of expression of our votes, however way it goes, it is for us to say, okay, let us see how we can stand rally around each other. However, in an area where people feel that something is wrong here, there are channels. Just follow that channel. It's as simple as that. There shouldn't be any...
I believe we'll be seeing more of those people going to the courts and all of that to test.
We understand the PDP and the Labour Party are heading to the courts already. So.
All right, so we'll see how things pan out in the coming days. Let's bring you the news updates.